Peace, y'all. This is Asè. Welcome to Asè'Underground. And I'm going to look into where we as a collective can take more accountability, okay? So, if you like this topic, if you like this reading, go ahead and like and comment below. The reading with the most likes and comments is going to get the extended pick a card reading next week, okay? So let's get into it. Where can you take more accountability? Oh, also, look in the comment section below. I have an accountability reading from last year. It's a pick a card reading. So if you want more information, you can take a look at that reading below. Okay? All right. Yemaya. Awakening. Okay, Yemaya is the mother, Orisha. All right. Obviously, she has ties to the ocean. Okay. So there is an awakening happening. 4 is your home, your house, your foundation. I just heard Pisces. Where can you take more accountability? Where can you take more accountability? I just heard how you can be a better mother, how you can be a better parent. This has something to do with your desires, with your wish fulfillment, okay? Are you making the wishes that you want to make? Okay, sometimes, wow, world card. Wow. Sometimes we don't even ask for what we want, right? There's actually there's this verse in the New Testament. I'm not even Christian, y'all, but I have read my Bible. There's a verse in the New Testament, and I'm pretty sure it's in red lettering. I'm pretty sure Jesus said, "Ask, and ye shall receive." But you have to ask, you know. You have to ask for it. If you're not asking for what it is that you want, if you don't actually knock on the door, you won't know if it's opened or if someone inside can let you in, right? That actually happened to me in college. College in France is high school, so in university, right? Université. So that actually happened to me in university. You need to go see the professor sometimes, and this particular professor, his door was closed, right? And I didn't knock on the door. I was just like, oh, his door is closed. And then later, maybe I went to the dean, and then I came back out the hallway or something like that. And then later, I saw him like open the door or something like that. And then I realized, oh my gosh, he was in there the whole time. All I had to do was knock on the door. I didn't even knock on the door. I was just like, oh, the door's closed. The door is not closed. Okay? You just need to knock. You just need to put in the application. You just need to try. And that's where this particular collective could take more accountability. Don't count yourself out just yet. I don't know if you're trying to get pregnant or you're trying to do something creative, okay? And you just feel like, oh, that it would never work out for me, or you feel like it's a fairy tale with like dolphins and like they're all happy, and you feel like it, and like it can't happen for you, and you have this maybe you have this negative, or you could call yourself a realist, right? And like, oh well, that's just the reality of things. But what if you shift your mindset? I don't know if you guys ever watched The Secret or not. Maybe take a look at that documentary, The Secret. What if you just simply shift your mindset to say that fantasies do come true, dreams do come true? What if you wish upon a star and it happens? Look at this. Look at this 4 cups. Look, the universe is trying to offer her a cup. And she's so fixated on the cup she already has, or the reality, that she can't even bring this cup into fruition. Okay? There is something the universe is trying to hand you all. There's something the universe is trying to give you all. And this accountability reading it could already be right in front of you too, and you're just not grateful for it. You just don't see the miracle, the blessing in front of you. And where you can take more accountability is addressing the miracles. I don't know if you guys need to read A Course of Miracles by Marianne Williamson. Like, I don't know how many. Look, we done already talked about the Bible, The Secret. Now I'm talking about A Course of Miracles. Okay, maybe you need to read A Return to Love. Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Maybe you need to watch that Coach Carter scene is from Marianne Williamson's book, A Return to Love. Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are greater beyond measure. And then something about like, who are we to dim our light? Maybe I should put it on the screen. I might need to edit and okay, maybe I'll put the Coach Carter scene. And then also, it's the same speech that Nelson Mandela gave. But all of this is from Marianne Williamson. She's now a politician, a Democrat politician in Los Angeles, right? But before that, but she's still a spiritual leader, right? She has a Jewish background, found A Course in Miracles, read A Course in Miracles, did the exercises. There's a lot of exercises in A Course in Miracles, okay? Did the exercises, and she's wrote in many spiritual books. She's been on Oprah, the whole shabam. And now she calls out politicians, and she's been running. Her stance is for America to atone. Her whole thing is for America to atone for the atrocities, the genocide of African Americans in slavery, just to really atone things that America hasn't done. She's asking for America to do, So Nine of Swords, because also another book that's coming to mind, Alchemy, The Alchemist. Oh my God, I'm giving you guys like a whole little book club here to read. Jeez. But The Alchemist talks about how when you have a desire, that basically that desire is, oh man, I'm about to mess up the quote, y'all. I know somebody here has read The Alchemist, but that desire is asking for you to, it's given to you by the universe, and you are supposed to follow it. Like, you wouldn't have the desire if you weren't meant to already follow it, if it wasn't meant to be granted to you, if it wasn't meant to already be yours. And your wish fulfillment, your desire, your purpose, it's calling to you. And so it's bringing this anxiety, right? Some of you could even be pregnant and have some anxiety. You might want to listen to some hypnobirthing. I have a hypnobirthing playlist as well that will help give you positive reinforcement, okay, and help relieve anxiety while you are pregnant. But that's something you all need to get into as well. All right, side note. But you are not meant to fight against the desire, right? Yeah, some things, when it comes to, like, I'm talking about like career, purpose, something that makes you a little scared, right? Something that makes you feel like it's a little out of reach. Yes, you are supposed to go towards that thing, and the settling can make you feel anxious, or it can make you feel like you're living a mediocre life that you're not supposed to live, Yeah, just don't fight it. Don't fight it, okay? You might need to watch something or read something. If it's not The Alchemist, if it's not A Course in Miracles, if it's not your Bible, I can't even remember which book. I know for sure it's New Testament. Just put "ask and ye shall receive" in Google and you'll see which book, honestly. But you need to like look into things of where wishes are granted, where things are given, where prayers are answered. You know, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my God, star card. Oh, I love it. And ooh, two of wands. So the star card is Aquarius energy. It's a healing energy. It could also be that you are the star. You have talents, gifts, things that the world is supposed to see. And you see how she's vulnerable, right? The nudity represents her being vulnerable, being open, right? Showing her gifts, showing her talents, and being healed enough to do so, right? Healing maybe like body issues that you have, or like those insecurities, finally embracing those insecurities, finally embracing the path you want to take despite your insecurities. This is like someone maybe who's like thicker going to ballet class and not trying to say, oh, I'm supposed to be this weight to be in ballet class. No, if you want to go to ballet class, you go to ballet class at any weight. Like, who's there to stop you, you know? Or, oh, I need to, oh, I hear Dr. Boyce Watkins say this all the time. This stereotype that wealth isn't for Black people, and he talks about how a lot of people of color can have this or African Americans can have this stereotype, right? It has to do with certain things that happened to us in history, and things that got passed down to us. It's completely different from like the Caribbean narrative versus the African narrative. We all experience these things. We have different traumas from colonization, right? And a little research with the Two of Wands here, a little research, a little planning, a little vision board. Okay, I know some people are talking against the vision boards now, but here we go. A little bay leaf with your wish written on it and burned in the fire. A little prayer. Okay, I'm hearing Aretha Franklin say a little prayer for you. Just a little mustard seed of faith by writing it down, y'all. Putting down some type of plan and walking into the energy of you actually being what it is that you want to be. Like walking into your inner child energy and actually playing pretend. You know? Yeah. Could get you your 10 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. Okay? Because when you're fertile with the idea, you don't need to be stressed, right? So act as if you already have it. Act as if you're already the artist you want to be. You already are pregnant. You already are fertile. You already have the health that you want, the family that you want. Aaron, what is his name? Aaron, dang. And I always make this joke that he's like that he looked like white Jesus. But he's that is so bad, but he does with his hair and the way he talks about like metaphysics and stuff. But he talks about don't put your desire on a pedestal, because when you put your desire on a pedestal, you act like you can't have it, right? So like with my husband, like I told him when we were just talking, we were just friends. I told him, I am not looking for a boyfriend. Like, I do not need, I don't want to deal with any of that anymore because my ex had put me through so much. And what do you know? A year later, you know what I'm saying? Like married with kids, right? So it wasn't like marriage and kids. It wasn't anything that I had I had put up on a pedestal to like, oh, I gotta have this thing to be content. I have to have this in order to live my life. I thought that I was gonna be, just single auntie, free spirit. Okay, there we go. I thought I was gonna be like free spirit auntie, smoking a spliff, reading a book, traveling solo. And I'll never forget when I traveled back to St. Martin. I was like, oh, I always travel solo. Like, dang, like, I guess this is my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if I'll ever have like a travel partner, or if I'll ever travel with anybody. And now, now I have 3 kids, and I travel with my kids, and I'm never alone now. So I'm just saying that all to say that, like, you might want to act like your desire, right? It's not a big deal. It's not something that you need, because you already have it. You already got it. You already have it. You're already living with it. One last example is this woman. She literally got on Instagram and was saying how fitness isn't the goal. I don't care about being fit anymore. There's so many other things I have to get to, and flexibility and this and that. And I don't even, fitness is just, that is bare minimum, blah, 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 blah. And some people were coming at her like, it's a privilege to be fit. It's a privilege, that's how they were seeing it, right? But when I meditated kind of what was going on with her video in the comments, I was like, yeah, it is. When you don't have it, it is a privilege. It really is. But we have to be careful with putting it on a pedestal, because her fitness is no longer on a pedestal. She's so much like way more beyond that. She's thinking about like self-defense, and if she'll be able to carry something when she's 80 years old, and getting her joints a certain way, she's thinking about all these other things because she's already fit, right? And she has already taken fitness off the pedestal like a long time ago. And so she will stay fit, while as people who haven't reached that yet, they're putting it on a pedestal. And it actually needs to be taken off. It's a crazy mind trick. You got to take it off the pedestal and look it in the face and say, you know what? I can actually do better than you. I can actually do better than being fit, right? Like, I can get to the level where my, you got to find the reason for you, right? But it's like, I can do better than being fit. Like, I could go into self-defense. I can go into wanting to make sure that I can do the splits by the time I'm in my 90s. Just something that's even more like a heavier goal than just looking good, right? Martial arts is not just looking good. You have to execute. Being flexible looks really, really good, but it's deeper than that, right? It's making sure that your body doesn't stiffen up by the time you're in your 80s, and then you can't move at all, and then you're walking like this, and then it's just hard for you to get down the street because your joints locked up, your muscles locked up. So yeah, that was the long spiel, guys, but that's actually the end of this reading. I hope that we did some brainstorming and I gave you guys some ideas, maybe some paradigm shifts. Yeah, 9 of Wands in reverse, just some ways to think about how you can conquer this next battle. Because Spirit wants to reward you. Okay, you've gone through a lot of battles, you've done a lot of things, and I think that Spirit wants to reward you right now. Yeah, and help you celebrate and attract, not fight for, but really attract this blessing that's coming into your life. All right. So I hope that gave you the life force, rejuvenation, and paradigm shift that you needed for your journey. I'm honored to be on this journey with you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.